Canada is holding strong and will continue to do so together. Well, make no mistake, though, this is going to be a day-to-day fight. This is now the second round of unjustified tariffs leveled against Canada and Canadian goods. The excuse for the first round was exaggerated claims about our border. We addressed all the concerns raised by the U.S., and in return, they agreed to temporarily abide by the free trade agreement President Trump signed himself with Canada. The latest excuse is national security, despite the fact that Canadian steel and aluminum add to America's security, not take away from it. All the while, there is a threat to further and broader tariffs on April 2nd still looming. The excuse for those tariffs shifts every day. The only constant in this unjustified and unjustifiable trade war seems to be President Trump's talks of annexing our country through economic coercion. Yesterday, he called our border a fictional line and repeated his disrespectful 51st state rhetoric. Well, Canadians have made it very clear that we will not back down and we will not give in to this coercion. À mes concitoyens canadiens, je tiens à vous rappeler que nous n'avons rien fait pour justifier.
To my Canadian citizens, I'd like to remind you that we have done nothing to justify Trump's attacks on our country or on our economy and our identity. But we will do everything in answer. We will never negotiate against ourselves. We will continue to work together and continue to support you as a government. In the meantime, we continue to buy Canadian and to support our people. And now, I'm thinking of our people in Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean, on the North Shore in Sorel.
And also the Sioux, in Regina, in Kitimat. People working in the steel and aluminum sectors. Pour nos travailleurs et travailleuses dans l'industrie.
For our workers in the aluminum and steel industries, we are here for you. We took strong measures in 2018 when President Trump imposed tariffs, and we will continue to do so. Tariffs on steel and aluminum were unjustified in 2018, and they remain unjustified today.
The American people. To our American friends, I want you to remember this. Canada is your best friend, best neighbor, and best ally. Many of us have family on both sides of the border. Canada is also America's best and biggest customer. We buy more American goods than the UK, France, China, and Japan altogether. Together, we have spent generations building a relationship between our countries that is the envy of the world. Canada is not the one driving up the cost of your groceries or of your gasoline or any of your construction. Canada is not the one putting your jobs at risk. Canada is not the one that is ultimately starting this war. President Trump's tariffs against you are causing that. And there are no winners in a trade war. American friends, help us help you. Please help us end these tariffs as quickly as possible. And please talk to your elected representatives at the federal, at the state and municipal level. Please talk to your governors, to your senators, to your House representatives, and to your mayors. Send the message to the White House. Working together, Canada and the U.S. have built a strong enough economy, and working together, we can bring down inflation and bring stability to the markets. To my European colleagues, we will work together to put pressure to end these tariffs against you too. À mes collègues en Europe et dans le monde entier, je dis depuis longtemps que le Canada est le canari dans le mine.
I've been telling my European colleagues that Canada is the canary in the coal mine. If the U.S. can do this to us, their closest friend and ally, then nobody is safe. Today, these unjustified tariffs were imposed upon you as well. So let's work together to eliminate them. Let's work together to encourage Americans to pressure their elected officials. Let us work together as we did in 2018.
Foreign ministers meeting in Charlevoix, Quebec. I'll be meeting with Secretary Rubio. I will also be meeting with my European and British counterparts. In every single meeting, I will raise the issue of tariffs to coordinate a response with the Europeans and to put pressure on the Americans. This is much more than about our economy. It is about the future of our country. Canadian sovereignty and identity are non-negotiable. Canadians have had enough, and we are a strong country. We will defend our sovereignty, we'll defend our jobs, and we'll defend our way of living. And we will do so all together every single day and one day at a time.